Imagine holding a penny in your hand, a coin so unassuming, you'd never think twice about it. But what if I told you that a 1968 D mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $5 million? Yes, you heard that right. $5 million. This isn't a fantasy, it's the reality for a select few coins that have captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes these pennies so valuable and, more importantly, whether you might have one hiding in plain sight. Quick question: when was the last time you checked the loose change in your car's cup holder? If your answer is never, you might want to rethink that. That junk could actually be a gold mine in disguise. Let's start by exploring what makes the 1968 D penny so special. First, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where these coins were produced. But not all 1968 D pennies are valuable. In fact, most are only worth face value. So, what sets apart the ones that fetch millions? The answer lies in rare minting errors and unique features that make these coins incredibly desirable. Here's the deal: coins with double die errors, where the design is accidentally stamped twice, are among the most sought after. The doubling might appear on the date, the words, "In God We Trust," or even on Lincoln's profile. This isn't just a minor mistake, it's a collector's dream. And the rarer the error, the higher the value. These valuable pennies are often overlooked. They're mistaken for ordinary coins and left in jars, drawers, or thrown into vending machines. Imagine tossing away a fortune simply because you didn't know what to look for. Are you willing to take that risk? Now, before you start rating every penny jar in your house, let's talk about what to look for. Spoiler alert: not every fancy penny is a winner. If that were the case, my childhood piggy bank would have made me a billionaire by now. To identify a valuable 1968 D penny, start with a magnifying glass or even your smartphone camera. Look closely at the mint mark. Is there doubling? Is the D slightly off-center? These are red flags, or rather, green flags, for a potentially valuable coin. Also, pay attention to the condition. Coins in mint or near mint condition fetch the highest prices. Think of it like real estate: location, location, location translates to condition, condition, condition in the coin world. Now, let me ask you this: what would you do if you found a 1968 D penny worth millions? Would you sell it immediately or hold on to it, hoping its value increases over time? The answer might surprise you, and I'll get to that in just a moment. The truth is, finding one of these rare pennies is like winning the lottery. But unlike the lottery, you don't need to buy a ticket. You just need to look carefully at what you already have. And here's the best part: there's no deadline. These coins are still out there, hiding in collections, pocket change, and yes, maybe even your car's cup holder. So, what are you waiting for? Grab that jar of coins, dig through your drawers, and start looking. Time is money, and every second you wait is a second closer to someone else finding that million-dollar penny before you do. And if you're wondering what's next, don't worry, I've got you covered. In my next video, I'll reveal the top mistakes people make when trying to sell rare coins and how to avoid them. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Who knows? Your next penny might just be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. Until then, keep searching, keep dreaming, and remember, sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the biggest value. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today, we're diving into the story of a single penny that could change your life forever. That's right, a 1982 Lincoln penny with NO mint mark that could be worth up to a staggering $4.8 million. Imagine the thrill of finding one of these in your spare change or tucked away in an old jar. But why is this coin so valuable, and how can you ensure you don't overlook a fortune hiding in plain sight? Let's find out. You're going through an old coin collection, maybe one passed down from a loved one. You're flipping through pennies, thinking, these are just worth a cent each, right? But suddenly, you notice something unusual. One of the pennies doesn't have a mint mark. Pause for a moment. What's the first thought that comes to your mind? Is this a manufacturing mistake? A counterfeit? Or something incredibly rare? The truth is, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a genuine U.S. coin, and its absence of a mint mark makes it extraordinarily valuable. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced this coin, traditionally left their pennies unmarked. But in 1982, a rare series of production changes created unique variations, including this treasure. Here's the kicker: out of the billions of pennies produced, only a minuscule fraction qualify as this elusive, high-value variant. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, except the needle is pure gold. Now, let's talk money. Why is this coin worth up to $4.8 million? The answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, demand, and historical intrigue. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that tell a story. And what's more compelling than a coin with a 1 in a billion chance of existing? Here's where it gets exciting. This particular penny is graded based on its condition and luster. A flawless example, what collectors call MS-65 or higher, can fetch millions at auction. And auctions are intense. Imagine a room full of wealthy collectors, each desperate to own this tiny piece of history. The bidding war is fierce, and the final hammer falls at a life-changing number. But wait. What about the average person? What if your penny isn't in pristine condition? Fear not, because even circulated versions can be worth thousands. That's right, a penny from your pocket could potentially pay off your mortgage. Let's not forget the urgency here. With every passing year, fewer of these coins remain in circulation. The chances of finding one diminish over time. It's not just about knowing what to look for, it's about acting quickly. So, how can you ensure you're not missing out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? First, check your pennies carefully. Look specifically at any 1982 pennies for the absence of a mint mark. Use a magnifying glass if you need to. Next, consider having your coin professionally graded. This step is crucial because it verifies the authenticity and condition of your find. A certified coin can command significantly higher prices in the market. Finally, if you're serious about selling, research reputable auction houses or coin dealers. Don't settle for the first offer. Remember, you're holding a piece of history, and history has a way of appreciating in value. Now, let me ask you this. How would your life change if you found a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth millions? Would you pay off debt? Travel the world? Invest in your dreams, but don't get too comfortable just yet. There's one critical detail about these pennies that could make or break your search. Curious? I'll reveal it in just a moment. The secret lies in the weight. That's right, the weight of the penny can confirm if it's the genuine article. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from copper to a lighter zinc composition. A true 1982 no-mint mark penny is made of copper and weighs 3.11 grams. Grab a scale, because this small detail could mean the difference between a few cents and millions of dollars. Let's wrap this up. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of possibility. It's a reminder that life-changing opportunities can be hiding right under our noses. So, start checking those coins today. Your future self might just thank you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Who knows? Maybe someone in your circle has a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. A humble penny sitting in a jar on your kitchen counter could be worth $4.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1985 mint mark Lincoln penny could change your life forever. Before you dismiss this as impossible, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered what treasures might be hiding in plain sight? What if your pocket change holds the key to financial freedom? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're going to reveal the secrets behind this rare coin, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. And trust me, you'll never look at pennies the same way again. But here's a question to get you thinking. When was the last time you really looked at your change? If it's been a while, you're not alone. Most people overlook these small coins, but after today, you'll realize that might be the most expensive mistake you've ever made. Let's dive into the mystery of the 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. What makes it so valuable? Well, to understand this, we need to go back in time. In 1985, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies, but not all of them were created equal. Some coins were struck with a rare error or unusual detail that makes them incredibly desirable to collectors today. Take a close look at your 1985 pennies. Do you notice anything unusual about the mint mark, that tiny D under the date? Experts say the rarest versions have subtle differences, like double die errors or misaligned strikes. These are mistakes that occurred during production, and while they may seem insignificant, they can make a coin worth a literal fortune. And here's where it gets exciting. Recent auction sales have seen these pennies fetch jaw-dropping prices. In one case, a 1985 D penny sold for $4.6 million, yes, million, because of its unique characteristics. Imagine holding a piece of copper that's worth more than a luxury mansion. It's not just about the money, it's about owning a piece of history, a tangible connection to a rare moment in time. Now, you might be thinking, why on earth would someone pay that much for a penny? Great question. Rare coin collectors value scarcity, history, and uniqueness. For them, it's like owning a masterpiece or a rare gem. And with the rising popularity of coin collecting, the demand for these rare pennies has skyrocketed. But here's the twist: not every 1985 D penny is worth millions. You need to know how to spot the golden ticket. And that's what we'll uncover next. So, how do you find out if your 1985 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? First, examine the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers, unusual marks, or misalignments. Pay attention to the condition, too. The better the quality, the higher the value. Even a small scratch can impact the worth significantly. If you think you've got a potential jackpot in your hands, don't hesitate. Have it professionally appraised. Coin dealers and numismatic experts can help verify its authenticity and value. And here's a pro tip: don't clean the coin yourself. Cleaning can damage its surface and reduce its value drastically. But let me leave you with this thought: what if you don't check your coins? What if you never realize you're sitting on a life-changing fortune? That's the kind of regret you don't want to live with. Imagine finding that rare penny, selling it, and finally achieving the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. It's not just a fantasy, it's a real possibility. So here's your next step: go grab that jar of pennies. Search every coin you've got. Because while others are ignoring their change, you could be unlocking a hidden treasure. Don't wait. The clock is ticking, and opportunities like this don't come around often. And who knows? Your story might just be the next headline: ordinary American discovers $4.6 million penny. The question is, will it be you? Stay tuned for more tips on how to identify rare coins and turn your pocket change into life-changing wealth. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an opportunity like this again. Good luck, and happy hunting. What if I told you that a single penny sitting in your drawer could be worth as much as $4.5 million? That's right, one coin, no fancy gold or diamonds, just an ordinary-looking penny from 1986. You might be skeptical, but by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this penny is so valuable and how you could turn your own coins into life-changing wealth. Don't miss a second, because this story might just change your fortune forever. Let's start with the basics. The 1986 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny might look like any other coin in circulation. To the untrained eye, it's just another copper-coated coin in your pocket. But here's where things get fascinating: it's not the design or the material that makes it extraordinary. It's a minting error, a small detail that sets this penny apart and makes it worth millions. For those who don't know, coins minted in the United States typically carry a small letter indicating where they were made: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and so on. But the 1986 No Mint Mark penny has, you guessed it, no mint mark at all. This wasn't intentional. It was an error, and errors like this make collectors go wild. Think about it for a moment. one simple oversight in a minting factory has created a coin so rare that it's now worth more than most people's homes. Isn't it amazing how something so small can have such a massive impact? Imagine for a moment finding one of these pennies in an old jar or tucked away in a forgotten drawer. Your heart skips a beat as you realize the life-changing potential in your hands. But here's the catch: identifying a genuine 1986 no-mint mark penny isn't as simple as checking the year and flipping the coin. Here's where things get tricky. Counterfeits exist, and not every no-mint mark penny is worth millions. This is where knowledge becomes power, and the stakes are high. If you sell your rare penny to the wrong buyer, you could be leaving tens, if not hundreds, of thousands of dollars on the table. Worse, you might fall victim to scams. Doesn't that send a shiver down your spine? But don't worry. In this video, I'm going to arm you with the exact information you need to identify, protect, and sell your rare coin for maximum value. Stick with me, and I'll show you how to turn your coin into a golden ticket. Hey, before we continue, can we all agree that coins are the ultimate underdogs of wealth? They sit quietly in your pocket while your bank account screams for attention. Yet, here they are, silently holding millions in value. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the current market value of the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. As of today, this rare coin has sold for as much as $4.5 million at auctions. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine paying off your mortgage, buying your dream car, or even retiring early, all because of one penny. So, how do you know if you have the real deal? First, examine the year, 1986. Then, check for the absence of a mint mark below the year on the front of the coin. But here's the kicker: condition matters. Coins graded as mint state or higher fetch the highest prices, so if your penny has been through the ringer, its value might take a hit. Still, even less than perfect specimens can sell for significant amounts. Now, here's the million-dollar question: where can you sell it for the best price? I'm going to reveal the top places to sell your rare coins safely and for maximum profit, but before that, let me tell you one crucial thing that could make or break your sale. The key to selling rare coins is finding the right buyer. Reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries are trusted by collectors worldwide. They ensure your coin reaches serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. But don't forget about online marketplaces like eBay or specialized coin forums. Just make sure to get your coin professionally graded and authenticated before listing it. Don't rush. The world of rare coins is all about patience and strategy. Take your time to verify your coin's authenticity and connect with the right buyers. This one penny could be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle, but only if you play it smart. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your piggy banks, old jars, and forgotten drawers. That 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be hiding right under your nose. And if you find one, remember the steps we talked about today. Don't let this golden opportunity slip through your fingers. Subscribe to this channel for more secrets on uncovering hidden treasures in your pocket change. Your journey to wealth could start with a single penny. The question is, are you ready to cash in? Have you ever held a penny and wondered if it could be your ticket to a life of luxury? In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This tiny, unassuming coin could be worth an astonishing $4.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could completely change your life. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change that could make you a millionaire. Now, let's start by taking a closer look at the history and mystery behind the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Most pennies have a tiny mint mark on them, indicating where they were made. But in 1987, a rare error occurred, resulting in some pennies being produced without this mark. These coins slipped through quality control and made their way into circulation. At first glance, they look just like any other penny, but here's the kicker: they're not. You're sorting through a jar of old coins and find what appears to be just another penny. But upon closer inspection, you notice something's missing. no tiny letter below the date. That's when your heart starts racing. Could this be the one? Could this be the penny worth millions? It's an exhilarating thought, isn't it? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before you empty out your piggy bank, let's discuss what makes this coin so valuable. The rarity of the 1987 no-mint mark penny is just one piece of the puzzle. Condition is another critical factor. Coins that have been well preserved are far more valuable than those that are scratched, worn, or damaged. This is why collectors and enthusiasts often recommend using gloves when handling coins to avoid leaving fingerprints or oils on the surface. You might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a penny? It's a valid question. The answer lies in the world of coin collecting, or numismatics, where rarity and demand drive prices through the roof. Wealthy collectors are always on the hunt for unique pieces to add to their collections, and they're willing to pay top dollar for coins like the 1987 no-mint mark penny. These coins are not just historical artifacts, they're symbols of wealth, status, and an appreciation for the artistry of currency. Let me ask you something, when was the last time you really looked at a penny? For most people, it's just small change, something to toss in a jar and forget about. But what if I told you that overlooking your pocket change could cost you millions? That's why it's crucial to check every coin carefully. Here's a quick tip: use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to examine your pennies closely. Pay attention to the details, the date, the condition, and, most importantly, the presence or absence of a mint mark. If you find a penny that matches the description, do not, I repeat, do not spend it. Instead, keep it in a safe place and have it evaluated by a professional coin grader. Now, let's add a little humor to lighten the mood. Imagine trying to pay for your morning coffee with a penny worth millions. The barista's face would be priceless, wouldn't it? But jokes aside, stories like this remind us of the incredible value that can be hidden in the most ordinary places. Let's move on to a crucial point: timing. The market for rare coins is constantly fluctuating. Just like real estate or stocks, the value of a coin can rise or fall depending on demand. Right now, the 1987 no-mint mark penny is hot. Collectors are actively seeking it, which means there's a sense of urgency. If you have one of these pennies, now might be the perfect time to sell. But what if you don't find one? Should you give up? Absolutely not. The thrill of the hunt is part of the journey. Plus, there are countless other rare and valuable coins out there just waiting to be discovered. Who knows? Your next big find could be hiding in plain sight. Here's the bottom line: the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a reminder that extraordinary things can come from the most unexpected places. It's a symbol of hope, possibility, and the idea that even the smallest discovery can lead to a life-changing fortune. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a cliffhanger. In our next video, we'll uncover another rare penny that could be sitting right in your pocket as we speak. And trust me, you won't want to miss this one. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Who knows? Your next discovery could be worth even more than $4.3 million. You're sifting through an old jar of pennies, something you haven't touched in years. Suddenly, one coin catches your eye. It's an ordinary-looking Lincoln penny from 1989. Nothing special, right? What if I told you that tiny coin could be worth more than your house, up to $4.1 million? Yes, you heard that right. $4.1 million. You might be thinking, how could a simple penny be worth that much? Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal the secrets behind the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, why collectors are willing to pay life-changing sums for it, and how you could potentially have one sitting in your pocket right now. And trust me, you don't want to miss the twist at the end. So, what makes the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? It's all about rarity, demand, and a bit of history. Let's start with a quick backstory. In 1989, millions of pennies were minted across the United States, but something unusual happened. Some of these coins left the mint without a crucial identifying feature, the mint mark. The mint mark tells us where the coin was made, Denver, San Francisco, or Philadelphia. A missing mint mark? That's a red flag for coin collectors, a sign of a rare and potentially valuable error, but here's the catch: not every 1989 penny without a mint mark is worth millions. Some are just pennies. What sets the valuable ones apart is their pristine condition, known as mint state. These coins look almost untouched, with sharp details and a flawless shine. And when collectors find one like this, they're ready to break the bank. Pause for a second. Think about it. Have you ever wondered why some people spend years hunting down coins? It's not just about money, it's the thrill of uncovering a hidden treasure. But don't worry, you don't need to be an expert to join in. You just need a keen eye and, maybe a little luck. Let's talk numbers. The record-breaking sale of a 1989 no-mint mark penny was jaw-dropping. A collector paid over $4 million for it at auction. Why? Because it was graded as nearly perfect by the professional coin grading service. Perfection in coins is as rare as finding Wi-Fi at a remote cabin in the woods, nearly impossible. Now, before you dive into your coin jar, let's talk about what you need to look for. Here's how to identify if you have a fortune sitting in your hands. First, look for a 1989 penny. Flip it over. Notice anything odd? If there's no mint mark under the year, congratulations, you're one step closer to striking gold. Next, check the condition. Is the coin shiny, with crisp details? Or does it look like it's been through a war zone? Only the cleanest, most well-preserved coins hold serious value. Still unsure? Here's where the professionals come in. Submit your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess its condition and authenticity, giving you the confidence to approach collectors or auction houses. But here's the kicker: every day you wait could cost you. Rare coins don't stay in demand forever, and the market can shift without warning. So, what's stopping you from checking your spare change right now? Imagine the moment you uncover $1 million coin. The excitement, the rush, the life you could live with that kind of money. A dream house, financial freedom, or maybe a trip around the world. But wait, before you go, here's one final twist. Did you know that most people who've struck it rich with coins weren't even collectors? They were just regular folks, like you, who decided to take a closer look at what they already had. That's the beauty of it: your fortune might already be in your hands. Now, it's your turn. Are you ready to uncover your hidden treasure? Because that 1989 no-mint mark penny isn't going to find itself. Go check your coins. You just might be holding the key to your next big adventure. A single penny in your hand and discovering it's worth up to $3.5 million. That's right, one small coin could unlock a life of luxury, financial freedom, and the opportunity to live the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. But what if I told you that penny could be hiding in plain sight, forgotten in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable, it's the stuff of legend. Before you dismiss this as some pipe dream, let me ask you, how often do you really pay attention to your pocket change? Probably not as often as you should. Let's change that right now, because this story could make you rethink every penny you've ever overlooked. In this video, I'm going to reveal the secrets behind the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. You'll learn why this coin is so extraordinary, how to identify if you have one, and most importantly, what it's truly worth in today's market. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to take action if you're lucky enough to find one. Let's start with the basics. The 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin without a mint mark. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia lack a mint mark, but this coin stands apart due to its unique production errors and rarity. Only a few of these pennies exist, and they've become the holy grail for collectors and investors alike. Here's the scary part: many people have unknowingly spent or discarded these valuable pennies, not realizing their worth. Think about it. What if you've already let one slip through your fingers? The clock is ticking, and every day, the chances of finding one grow slimmer. Let's be honest. How many times have you thought about your spare change while paying for your coffee? Probably somewhere between 0 and never. But after this video, I guarantee you'll be eyeing every penny like it's a lottery ticket. So, how do you spot a 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Start by closely examining the front of the coin. Look at the date. If there's no mint mark underneath, you're one step closer. But don't stop there. Check the coin's condition. The value skyrockets if the coin is uncirculated or in pristine condition. Coins with errors or misprints often fetch higher prices as well. Remember, collectors are willing to pay a premium for these unique pieces of history. But wait, there's one specific detail about this coin that most people overlook, and it's the key to determining its true value. Stick around, because I'm revealing it next. Here's what you've been waiting for. The hidden factor that can make your 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth millions is its die variety. Die varieties occur when the coin's design deviates due to manufacturing errors. These errors create a unique fingerprint, making the coin incredibly valuable. The most sought-after die variety for this penny has a distinct doubling effect on the lettering or Lincoln's profile. Imagine finding a coin like that in your collection. It's not just a penny, it's a ticket to financial freedom. Some of these coins have been auctioned for over $3.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny could change your entire life. Now is the time to act. Go through your change jars, revisit old coin collections, and don't leave a single penny unexamined. If you think you found a 1994 no mint mark Lincoln penny, get it authenticated by a professional grading service. This one step could be the difference between a coin worth a few cents and a fortune. But here's the thing, the world of rare coins is full of surprises. What if I told you there's another coin even rarer than this one? In my next video, I'll uncover the secret behind a coin that's even more valuable. Don't miss it, subscribe now, and let's uncover these hidden treasures together. Remember, the path to wealth might just be hidden in the smallest places. Your journey to a better future could start with something as simple as a penny. So, what are you waiting for? Start your search today. Did you know there could be a single penny hiding in your pocket right now that's worth a jaw-dropping $3.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. Imagine turning 1 cent into a fortune that could change your life forever. But here's the twist, most people don't even realize they're sitting on a gold mine. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and rare 2001 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This coin's current market value is skyrocketing, and collectors are scrambling to get their hands on it. So, what makes this penny so special? And more importantly, could you be holding one right now without even knowing it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know the secrets behind this coin's insane value but also how to check if you've hit the jackpot. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked closely at the coins in your pocket or that jar in the kitchen? If your answer is never, you might want to rethink that, because missing out could mean leaving millions on the table. Let's start with a quick backstory. The 2001 no mint mark Lincoln penny may look like any ordinary penny at first glance, but don't let its appearance fool you. This coin was minted without a crucial identifying mark, a subtle error that has turned it into a collector's dream. No mint mark means it was produced in Philadelphia, and while this alone isn't unusual, the sheer rarity of this specific error in 2001 is what's driving up its value. But here's the kicker. Not every 2001 penny without a mint mark is worth millions. The value skyrockets only if your coin is in near-perfect condition, graded as MS 68 or higher by professional grading services. That's the kind of quality that makes collectors' hearts race. Imagine this for a moment, finding one of these coins, holding it in your hand, and realizing it's not just a penny, it's a ticket to a life you've always dreamed of. A life where you can pay off debts, travel the world, or even retire early. But let's be real for a second. How do you even know if your penny is one of these rare treasures? And why are people willing to pay so much for it? Well, I'll answer both of those questions in just a moment. But first, quick reality check. Do you think you'd recognize a $3.3 million penny if it were staring you in the face? Here's a hint, it's all in the details. Now let's talk specifics. To identify a valuable 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, start by examining the coin's condition. Is the design crisp? Are there any scratches or wear? If it looks pristine, it might be worth sending to a professional grading service. A coin in mint state condition can fetch astronomical prices at auctions, but here's where things get exciting. Recently, one of these pennies sold for an eye-watering $3.3 million at auction. Yes, $3.3 million for a penny that most people wouldn't think twice about. This sale has sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, creating a frenzy among collectors. So, if you've got one, now is the time to act, because who knows how long this demand will last, and here's the part where you take action. Go through your coin jars, check your wallets, and dig into those old collections you've been ignoring. You could be sitting on a life-changing discovery. But don't wait too long, because every day you delay is a day closer to potentially missing out. Now, before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. What would you do if you found one of these pennies? Would you sell it right away, or would you hold on to it, letting its value climb even higher? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear your plans, and if you've made it this far, congratulations, you're now armed with the knowledge to potentially change your financial future. But don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with someone who might have a rare penny hidden away. Together, we can uncover these hidden treasures and make dreams come true. Seemingly ordinary penny in your hand, but what if I told you that this penny could be worth up to $3 million? Yes, you heard that right. $3 million. Now, here's the kicker, it might already be in your pocket, tucked away in a jar, or sitting forgotten in your attic. Today, we're diving deep into the world of rare coins, with the spotlight on the 2008 mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike. So, grab a seat, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself holding a fortune you didn't even know you had. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Why would anyone pay millions for a penny? It's a fair question, and the answer lies in the fascinating world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins. The 2008 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, has become a modern treasure thanks to its unique features, scarcity, and a bit of mystery. Coins like these embody history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of rarity. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's break down what makes this coin so special and how you can determine if you own one. To understand the true value of this coin, we need to go back to its origins. In 2008, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies, but as is often the case, not all pennies are created equal. Some coins from the Denver Mint ended up with errors or anomalies during production. These errors, such as double dies, misstrikes, or off-center designs, are like hidden signatures, making certain coins one of a kind. Imagine the allure of owning a piece of history that's unlike anything else in existence, and here's where it gets exciting. The rarity of these coins has driven collectors into a frenzy, sparking fierce bidding wars at auctions. In some cases, this has resulted in jaw-dropping sales that reach into the millions. Just picture a humble penny, something most of us wouldn't even bend down to pick up, transforming into a life-changing payday. Now, I know what you're thinking, how do I know if I have one of these golden tickets disguised as a penny? That's where things get interesting. You'll need to inspect the coin's date, mint mark, and overall condition. But here's the catch, it's not always as simple as it sounds. Identifying a valuable coin often requires a keen eye and sometimes even expert assistance. Still, it's a small effort for a potentially massive reward, wouldn't you agree? Before we get to the step-by-step guide for spotting these rare coins, let's take a quick detour. Have you ever thought about how many coins pass through your hands in a lifetime? It's hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Now imagine, just for a moment, that one of those coins could change your life. Makes you want to grab that jar of pennies and start searching, doesn't it? But hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Patience pays off, especially in the world of rare coins. Alright, let's get back to the 2008 D Lincoln penny. The first thing you'll want to check is the mint mark. This tiny letter, D, located just below the date, indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. Next, examine the coin for any signs of errors. Double dies, in particular, are a big deal. These occur when the design is stamped twice, creating a slightly blurred or doubled effect. Other errors, like die cracks or off-center strikes, can also skyrocket a coin's value. The more unique the error, the higher the demand, and here's a pro tip: don't forget about the coin's condition. A penny in pristine, uncirculated condition will fetch a much higher price than one that's worn or damaged. Experts use a grading system, ranging from poor to mint state, to assess a coin's quality. Even a minor difference in grade can mean the difference between a few $100s and a few million. But what if you're not sure about your coin's value? This is where professional appraisals come into play. Coin dealers and grading services can authenticate your coin and provide an accurate valuation. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it could also be the key to a massive payday. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine yourself at an auction, your heart racing as the bidding climbs higher and higher. The hammer comes down, and just like that, your penny, that tiny, overlooked piece of copper, has made you a millionaire. Sounds like a dream, right? But dreams like this can and do come true, and they often start with a little curiosity and a lot of determination. Now, here's a question to ponder as we wrap up: what if the coin that changes your life is already in your possession, just waiting to be discovered? It's a thrilling thought, and one that underscores the importance of taking action. Start searching your loose change, digging through old jars, and inspecting those forgotten collections. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Before we part ways, let me leave you with this: the 2008 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of possibility, a reminder that even the smallest things can hold extraordinary value. So, take a closer look at the pennies in your life. Who knows? Your next discovery might just make history. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might have hidden treasures of their own, and subscribe for more insights into the fascinating world of rare coins. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Jar or tucked away in a forgotten drawer, could be the key to financial freedom. What if I told you a specific 2016 D Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could change your life forever. But before you run to check your loose change, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so extraordinary. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, that life-changing penny could be in your hands. First, let's talk about the 2016 D Lincoln penny. It may look like any ordinary penny at first glance. A shiny copper-coated coin with Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front and the Union shield on the back. But here's the twist: some of these pennies were struck with errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. What kind of errors, you ask? Some of the most sought-after 2016 D pennies feature rare die cracks, misalignments, or doubling on specific details like the date or lettering. These imperfections were unintentional mistakes at the Denver Mint, but to coin collectors, they're pure gold, or rather, copper. Imagine owning a piece of history that's worth its weight 1,000 times over. Now, you might be thinking, come on, it's just a penny. Why would anyone pay a fortune for it? Here's why: rarity creates demand, and demand drives value. It's like owning a Picasso painting that just happens to fit in your pocket. But here's the part that might make you feel a little uneasy. Millions of these pennies were minted, but only a handful have the errors that make them valuable. If you don't know what to look for, you could easily overlook a fortune. Imagine accidentally spending it on a cup of coffee or letting it sit in a coin jar for years, completely unaware of its worth. That's the kind of mistake that keeps coin collectors awake at night. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Some of these error coins have already been discovered and sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. In 2022, one of these rare 2016 Lincoln pennies fetched over $15,000. But experts believe there are still undiscovered treasures out there. That's right, one of those rare pennies could be in circulation right now, waiting to be found. So, how do you make sure you don't miss your chance? We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, let me ask you, when was the last time you really looked at your change? Not just glanced at it, but examined it with intention. If you've been tossing your pennies aside, now might be the time to reconsider. Here's what you need to do to spot a valuable 2016 Lincoln penny. First, check the date and mint mark. It should read 2016 D on the front. Next, examine the coin under good lighting or use a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual features like doubled lettering, cracks, or misaligned designs. Even the smallest imperfection could mean big money. Now, once you've identified a potential treasure, what's next? You'll want to have your coin authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify its authenticity and assign it a grade, which plays a significant role in determining its market value, and here's where the excitement kicks into high gear. Depending on the coin's condition and rarity, you could sell it to a private collector, list it at an auction, or even hold on to it as its value appreciates over time. The possibilities are endless, and the potential payoff? Life-changing. But let me leave you with this thought: the next time you're handed change, take a moment to really look at it. That simple habit could be the difference between an ordinary day and an extraordinary discovery. Imagine finding that one-in-a-million penny and transforming your financial future overnight. So, will you be the one to uncover this hidden treasure? Or will you let it slip through your fingers, unnoticed? The choice is yours. And if you do find something extraordinary, let us know in the comments below. Your story could inspire others to look a little closer and dream a little bigger. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny counts, literally. Have you ever had a small, unassuming coin in your pocket that could change your life forever? What if I told you that a single 1964 mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million in today's market? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stick with me, because this is not a fantasy, it's a golden opportunity hiding in plain sight. Millions of pennies were minted in 1964, but only a select few have something special, a rare detail that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. Do you know how to spot one? Are you sitting on a hidden treasure without even realizing it? Let's find out together. To understand why the 1964 mint mark Lincoln penny is so valuable, we need to dive into its history and unique features. In 1964, the Denver Mint produced billions of pennies. Most of these coins were ordinary, but a few had unique characteristics that make them highly sought after by collectors today. One critical factor is the condition of the coin. Collectors often pay the highest premiums for coins in mint condition, meaning they look as though they just rolled off the minting press. But it's not just about condition. Certain errors and variations in the minting process add immense value. For example, some 1964 pennies have doubling on the date or the lettering. This is called a double die error, and it's like finding a golden ticket for coin collectors. Here's a humorous thought: imagine explaining to your grandkids that you're retiring early because of a penny. They'd think you've lost it. But in reality, rare coins like this can be a ticket to financial freedom. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you looked at your pennies? Really looked? This is the kind of question that keeps coin collectors up at night, sifting through jars of change, hoping for that jackpot. Transitioning into specifics, what makes the 1964 penny so rare isn't just the errors. It's also the demand. Lincoln pennies are among the most popular coins for collectors, and the scarcity of error-free coins from this year drives up the price astronomically. For some, it's not just a hobby, it's an obsession. And that's where the opportunity lies for you. By now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these valuable pennies? The answer is simple: start looking. Search through your old change jars, your desk drawers, or even the loose coins in your car. And when you find a 1964 penny, examine it carefully under a magnifying glass. Look for the D mint mark below the year. Check for doubling on the letters or numbers. Look at the overall condition. Even small imperfections can make a huge difference. Here's where the urgency comes in. As time goes on, fewer of these rare coins remain in circulation. Every year, collectors find more, leaving less for the rest of us. The window of opportunity is closing. Don't let your million-dollar chance slip through your fingers. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Imagine the life you could live if you sold a rare coin for a 6- or 7-figure sum. No more stressing over bills. The freedom to travel, retire early, or finally pursue your passions. It's not just about the money, it's about what the money can do for your life. So, go ahead and check your pennies. Who knows? That small copper coin could be your key to the life you've always dreamed of. Don't wait. Start your treasure hunt today. And if you've already found a rare coin, share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear about your journey. Imagine holding a penny in your hand that could change your life forever. Not just any penny, a simple, unassuming 1966 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this tiny, overlooked coin be the golden ticket to a millionaire lifestyle? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're uncovering the secrets behind the 1966 no mint mark Lincoln penny and how it's turning heads in the numismatic world. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is so valuable and, more importantly, if you might already own one. Don't look away, you might miss a detail worth millions. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you checked the loose change in your drawer or piggy bank? What if I told you that you could be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But as you'll see, some of the greatest discoveries are hiding in plain sight. Let's dive into what makes the 1966 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special. First, a little history. In 1966, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks to streamline production and combat coin shortages. This means pennies from that year were minted in multiple locations, but without the usual identifying marks. While most of these pennies are common, a few stand out because of their condition, errors, or unique features. And here's the kicker: these rare variations can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. For example, in pristine condition, a 1966 no mint mark penny has been known to sell for upwards of tens of thousands of dollars. But some reports and private sales suggest certain error coins could be worth even more, potentially breaking the million-dollar mark. Yes, a penny worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your entire retirement fund. Are you starting to feel the excitement? Now, here's the important part: not every 1966 penny is valuable. So, what should you look for? Pay attention to coins that are uncirculated or have unique errors like double dies or off-center strikes. These features turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Do you know the difference between a double die and a worn-out coin? If not, don't worry, we'll cover that in another video. For now, let's just say the devil is in the details, and spotting these features could make you very wealthy. So, what's your next move? Start by digging through your coin jar, wallet, or even that old collection you inherited. Pay close attention to any 1966 pennies, especially those in excellent condition. If you find one, handle it with care. Avoid cleaning it, as this can reduce its value. You might be wondering, what if I find a coin that looks promising? The answer is simple: get it professionally graded. This step can be the difference between selling a penny for a few dollars and securing a life-changing payday. And here's the kicker: time is of the essence. As more people become aware of these rare coins, the market heats up, and the best opportunities go to those who act fast. Let me leave you with this: imagine the joy of discovering that your humble penny is worth a fortune. Imagine the doors it could open: a dream home, financial freedom, a legacy for your family. But dreams like these don't wait. Take action now, and who knows? The next great coin discovery could be yours. Before you go, here's a little teaser. In an upcoming video, we'll reveal the rarest penny error of all time, one that's worth even more than the 1966 no mint mark penny. So, if you're serious about turning spare change into big money, make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned. Attention all coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever wondered if the spare change jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, let me tell you a story about the unassuming 1976 Lincoln penny, a coin that could transform your financial future. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that might be worth millions. Intrigued? Stick around because you don't want to miss this. But first, let me set the stage with a question. When was the last time you actually looked at your pennies? Noticed anything unusual? Maybe not, but after this video, you'll never see them the same way again. A man walks into a coin dealer's shop with a small jar of pennies he'd been saving for years. One coin caught the dealer's attention, a 1976 Lincoln penny. To most, it's just a copper coin, but to those in the know, it's a hidden treasure. Why? Because certain 1976 pennies possess unique errors or anomalies that make them highly sought after by collectors. Some of these errors include double dies, misalignments, or even rare minting materials that were used by mistake. Think about it, a penny, something so small and overlooked, could potentially change your life. This is where the story gets exciting. But before we dive deeper, let me ask you this. How many 1976 pennies have you come across in your lifetime? Could one of them be worth a fortune? It's time to find out, now, what makes these pennies so valuable. First, it's all about the mint mark. The D signifies that this coin was minted in Denver, but not every Denver minted penny is special. Collectors are specifically looking for coins with rare errors like double dies, where the lettering or design appears slightly doubled. This happens due to a misalignment during the minting process. Another key detail is the coin's condition. A 1976 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition could be worth thousands or even millions if it exhibits a rare error, and here's where the story takes a turn. The coin dealer in our story discovered that the penny had a faint doubling on the date and Lincoln's profile. That's when the stakes got high. The value of this 1-cent piece skyrocketed. Imagine finding something so small and insignificant that could pay off your mortgage or fund your dream retirement. It's enough to make your heart race, isn't it? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Here's another twist. The most valuable 1976 pennies aren't just sitting in plain sight. They're hidden, waiting for someone with a keen eye to discover them. Are you that someone? Let's continue. Now that you know the potential of this coin, what's your next step? First, start inspecting your pocket change and coin jars. Look closely at any 1976 pennies with a D mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the date or lettering. Examine the coin's condition. The shinier and more pristine, the better. Still with me? Good, because here comes the cliffhanger. What if I told you that there's an even rarer version of this coin that almost no one knows about? A version so valuable that it's only been seen a handful of times. To learn more about it and how to identify it, you'll need to stay tuned for our next video. But before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought: every penny you find is a potential lottery ticket. Some people spend their lives chasing fortune, but what if it's been right in front of you all along, hidden in plain sight? The question is, are you ready to claim it? So, go on. Dig through your coins, check those jars, and don't let this opportunity pass you by. And if you find that golden ticket, remember, you're just one penny away from changing your life forever. Are you sitting on a hidden fortune without even knowing it? Imagine a single penny in your possession could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, for those who own the rare 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, that dream could be a reality. But here's the catch: most people don't even know they have it. What if you've been overlooking this treasure in your jar of spare change or a forgotten box in the attic? Today, I'm going to reveal why this penny is so special, its current market value, and exactly what to do if you find one. Before we dive in, let me ask you, when was the last time you really looked at your pennies? Go ahead and think about it. If you're like most people, you probably see them as worthless clutter. But stick around because this one small coin could completely change your financial future. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's unravel the mystery of the 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. First, a little context. Most U.S. coins bear a mint mark, a small letter indicating where they were produced. For pennies, it's usually a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But if you've got a 1980 penny without a mint mark, congratulations, you've got something truly extraordinary. You might be wondering, how did this happen? Well, it's believed that due to an oversight at the Philadelphia Mint, some pennies were released without their proper marking. These coins are exceedingly rare and have become a sought-after gem for collectors and investors alike. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Depending on the coin's condition, these pennies can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to tens of thousands of dollars at auction. And in pristine, uncirculated condition, we're talking about a coin that could be worth over $1 million. Imagine what that kind of money could do for you. Pay off your debts. Buy your dream home. Secure a luxurious retirement. The possibilities are endless, but here's a twist: not every 1980 penny without a mint mark is valuable. Its worth depends on specific factors like its condition, grade, and provenance. This is why it's crucial to know what to look for. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it. But first, let me ask you something. What would you do if you suddenly discovered you had this life-changing penny? Take a moment to picture it. So, how can you find out if your 1980 penny is the jackpot you've been waiting for? Here's what to do. First, carefully examine your penny. Look for signs of wear and tear. If it's in good condition, you're already ahead. Next, check its details. A professional coin grader can evaluate your penny and determine its true value. Yes, it takes a little effort, but wouldn't it be worth it if it meant uncovering a hidden fortune? Now, here's an urgent tip: rare coins like these don't stay unnoticed forever. The market is booming, and the value of collectible coins is climbing. Don't let someone else capitalize on this while you sit on the sidelines. And if you're thinking, I'll check later, let me remind you, procrastination is the enemy of opportunity. How many times have we told ourselves we'll do something tomorrow only to never get around to it? Don't let that be your story here. As we wrap up, let me leave you with this: somewhere out there, someone is finding financial freedom because of a single overlooked penny. Why not you? Take action today. Go through your collection. Spread the word to friends and family. And if you find a 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, you might just unlock a future of wealth and possibility. Oh, and one last thing: what if I told you that the 1980 penny is just one of many hidden treasures out there? Subscribe and stay tuned, because in our next video, we'll reveal even more rare coins that could make you a fortune. Until then, happy hunting, and remember, every penny counts. A simple penny lying forgotten in a drawer, a coin you might have tossed aside without a second thought, could actually be worth a life-changing fortune. What if I told you that a 1988 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be the key to your dream lifestyle? Intrigued? You should be, because today, we're uncovering the secrets behind this seemingly ordinary coin, and why it could make you a millionaire. Let's start with a story. Picture a man named Tom. Tom inherited a box of old coins from his grandfather. Among them was a humble-looking 1988 penny. He thought nothing of it until one day, out of curiosity, he did some research. What he discovered left him speechless. That penny, with no mint mark, was valued at over $1 million at auction. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this penny? Great question. The 1988 no mint mark penny is part of a fascinating coinage anomaly. It was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally doesn't include a mint mark. But not every 1988 penny is valuable. It's the rare variations and pristine conditions that can elevate its worth to astronomical levels. Quick question: when was the last time you checked your couch cushions? Because by the end of this video, you're going to be tearing your house apart looking for this treasure. So, how do you know if your 1988 penny is worth more than face value? There are three critical factors: rarity, condition, and demand. First, rarity. The most valuable 1988 pennies are those with unique errors, such as double die obverse or other minting anomalies. These errors make them one-of-a-kind treasures that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Second, condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are always more valuable. If your penny has minimal wear, it could be worth significantly more. This is why experts recommend keeping old coins in protective cases to prevent damage. And third, demand. The market for rare coins has never been hotter, with collectors and investors constantly on the lookout for hidden gems like the 1988 no-mint mark penny. The emotional pull of owning a piece of history drives prices higher and higher, but what if I told you there's one specific detail on the 1988 penny that could mean the difference between pocket change and a six-figure payout? I'll reveal it in just a moment, so keep watching. Now that you know what makes the 1988 penny so valuable, the big question is, how do you turn your discovery into cold, hard cash? First, authenticate your penny. Reach out to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify your coin's authenticity and grade its condition, both of which are crucial for maximizing its value. Next, research the market. Check recent auction results for similar coins to get an idea of what yours could be worth. Platforms like Heritage Auctions and eBay are great starting points. Finally, sell strategically. Don't settle for the first offer that comes your way. Shop around and consider selling through a professional auction house to reach serious collectors. By the way, have you ever wondered what you'd buy first if you suddenly became a millionaire? A yacht? A mansion? Maybe a coin vault for your newfound wealth? The truth is, treasures like the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are out there, waiting to be discovered. And the best part? You don't have to be an expert to find them. With a little knowledge and a keen eye, you could uncover a fortune hiding in plain sight. Don't wait until it's too late. Start checking your change, your old coin collections, and even those forgotten piggy banks. You never know which penny could be your golden ticket to the life you've always dreamed of. Ready to learn more about other valuable coins that could change your life? Hit the subscribe button and join our community of treasure hunters. Your journey to wealth and financial freedom starts now. Did you know that a simple penny from 2016 could potentially change your life? That's right, the humble 2016 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, which many people overlook, might just be worth a fortune. But here's the catch: only a few know how to identify its true value. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how this coin could potentially bring you one step closer to financial freedom. Let's start with the story. Imagine this: you're cleaning out an old drawer, and you stumble upon a handful of pennies. At first glance, they seem ordinary, but what if I told you that one of those coins could be worth up to $1 million? Sounds like a scene out of a movie, right? But for some, this is real life. And if you're not careful, you might just toss away what could be your golden ticket. So, what makes the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? Let's break it down. This coin is minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally doesn't add a mint mark to its pennies. But that alone isn't what makes this penny valuable. The true worth comes from its rarity, condition, and errors that occurred during its production. For instance, some of these pennies exhibit fascinating die errors, like double strikes or misaligned prints, which collectors are willing to pay thousands, if not millions, of dollars for. Now, before you go emptying your piggy bank, let me explain how you can spot these valuable coins. First, check the coin's surface. Does it have unusual markings or a misaligned design? Maybe there's a faint doubling of Lincoln's profile. These small details can make a huge difference. Second, examine its condition. A penny that's been well preserved, without scratches or discoloration, is far more valuable than one that's been through the ringer. And here's where the excitement kicks in: the auction market. Just last year, a rare 2016 no-mint mark penny fetched an eye-popping sum at auction due to its pristine condition and unique errors. Imagine the adrenaline rush of realizing you're holding something so rare that collectors are fighting over it. How would it feel to watch the bidding climb higher and higher, knowing that each dollar brings you closer to a life of luxury? But wait, let's pump the brakes for a moment. You might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. What if I'm wasting my time? That's a valid concern. After all, not every penny will make you a millionaire. But here's the thing, you'll never know if you don't try. And the real risk isn't in searching, it's in missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Here's a question for you, what would you do with a sudden windfall? Pay off debts? Buy your dream home? Retire early and travel the world? Let that thought sink in for a moment. It's not just about the money, it's about the freedom and possibilities it brings. And guess what? That dream could start with something as simple as a penny in your pocket. Now, let's talk strategy. If you think you found a valuable 2016 penny, what should you do next? First, don't clean it. I repeat, do not clean it. Cleaning a coin can damage its surface and significantly reduce its value. Instead, store it safely in a protective case to preserve its condition. Then, have it evaluated by a professional coin grader who can verify its authenticity and grade its quality. Here's another tip, educate yourself about the coin market. Follow auctions, join online forums, and connect with other collectors. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the better equipped you'll be to maximize your coin's value. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a cliffhanger. There's one more secret about the 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could make it even more valuable, and it's something that most people overlook. But that's a story for another video. So make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. In the meantime, go check your pockets, your coin jars, and those forgotten drawers. Who knows? The next life-changing penny could be waiting for you. And when you find it, remember, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding the key to a brighter future. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting.